6.5 practice A homework. All right, so you had 6 homework problems to do. Hopefully you found them easy. The first one we have factors out. It's s cubed minus 1, and you should have right away recognized the difference of 2 cubes. So we make this 1 cube. So that means that A is s and B is 1. So now you just use your formulas and you put it into formulas. So this is equal to s minus 1 times s squared plus 1s plus 1. And again, that's just using those 2 formulas that we have. All right. Now, 15 is x cubed minus 27. And again, if you wrote down those cubes that I gave you, you know that 27 is 3 cubed. So this is going to be x cubed minus 3 cubed. So you should recognize that A is x and B is 3. All right, so now we factor it out like this. A, which is x, minus B, which is 3. That's in the first set of parentheses. Second set of parentheses, it's a squared, so it'd be x squared, plus a times b, so x times 3 is 3x, and then plus b, which is 3 squared. 3 squared is 9. All right, and then the last one, we got h cubed plus, so this is the one with the plus sign, 64, and again, you should recognize 64 as being 4 cubed. So this is really x cubed plus 4 cubed. So we know that A is x and B is 4. So again, put it in our formula. It's A, which is x, plus B, which is 4. And that's the first set of parentheses. And then the second set of parentheses, it's A squared, so x squared, minus A times B, so x times 4, which is 4x, and then plus B squared, so 4 squared would be 16. All right, and that's how you do those. Those are the sum and difference of 2 squares, 2 cubes, those formulas that you need. All right, number 19, we're going to factor by grouping because there's 4 terms. Anytime you see 4 terms, always think factor by grouping. So we group the first 2 and group the back 2. Out of the first 2, you can factor out an x squared. So you get x squared times, and then when you divide x cubed by x squared, you get x, bring the sign, plus, and then when you divide 2x squared by x squared, you just get 2. All right, now the back ones, we got to figure out what we factor out till we get x plus 2. Well, we got to get rid of this 3, so we divide them by 3. We put that out front, so a positive 3. And divide that by 3, we just get x. Divide that by 3, we get plus 2. And you see we got our x plus 2 and x plus 2. They are the same, which is what we need. Now all we got to do is group these 2 that are in the front together. So we get x squared plus 3. And then we bring over an x plus 2. And that is our answer. All right. All right, the next one, 21. Again, we're going to factor by grouping because there's 4 terms. The first 2, you notice we can factor an f squared out. So we write down our f squared. I'm going to do it over here. All right, so we write down our f squared that we factor out. Divide that by f squared. We get an f, plus divide that by f squared. We get a 4. So now we need an f plus 4. You can see this is already f plus 4. So what we do is we just factor a positive 1 out so it doesn't change it. So plus 1. And then it gives us f plus 4. And now again, we group what's out front together. So it gives us f squared plus 1. And then bring down an f plus 4. And that's how we factor it out. All right. And then our last one, number 23. Again, 4 terms, so we factor by grouping. The first 2 you should see you can factor an x squared out of both of those. So we factor out that x squared. All right. Divide them both by x squared. That leaves us with a 2x. Divide that by x squared gives us a 1. Oops, minus 1. All right. Again, we bring down the sign because because we don't change signs. We didn't divide by a negative. So minus 1. All right, so now we need 2x minus 1. So what do we have to divide 6x by to get 2x? Well, the answer is 3. So we divide that by a positive 3. And it gives us 2x minus 1. When we divide that out, and again, we group what's in front of each one. So x squared plus 3 times 2x minus 1. And that was your homework.